Those who know do not talk. Those who talk do not know. Keep your mouth closed. Guard your senses. Temper your sharpness. Simplify your problems. Mask your brightness. Be at one with the dust of the earth. This is primal union. He who has achieved this state is unconcerned with friends and enemies, with good and harm, with honor and disgrace. This, therefore, is the highest state of man. You know, it's funny. As I looked at a few different translations for this chapter, so many of them kept the wording of the first two lines almost exactly the same. It's almost like nobody felt like this idea could be any better worded than the way that it is. Those who know do not talk, and those who talk do not know. While we maybe do not always state this outright, we all feel this intuitively. We feel the insecurity of someone who can't stop talking. We often smell their incompetence through all the flowery language. Those who truly know do not do this. They have nothing to prove to anyone else. They don't have to assert that they know things. They know that they know things. So what is the point in trying to prove it to anyone else? On a more personal note, this is something that I'm trying to work on in my own life. I do recognize the irony of having a whole channel of me talking about chapters of the Tao Te Ching like this one that say don't talk too much. I'm kind of trying to figure out where that middle ground is. Lao Tzu himself wrote the Tao Te Ching, but when we read the Tao Te Ching, it is extremely concise. He focuses on saying a lot with only a few words. This kind of goes contrary to how that YouTube algorithm is supposed to work. With the algorithm, the two most important things are supposed to be click-through rate, which is the percentage of people that see your videos and choose to click on them, and watch time, which is how much time people spend watching your videos. Therefore, there's part of me that feels like I should be making these videos as long as possible to maximize my watch time, and there's another part of me that feels like this is kind of contrary to Lao Tzu's formula. Then there is another very real part of me that recognizes that there's only a certain amount of work that I can sustainably put into these videos without becoming consumed by them and going insane. And inevitably, that part of me ends up tipping the balance. So the new balance that I've personally come to is to try and make sure that when I write these scripts, I write them until I don't have anything else to say. When I feel like I've covered the topic sufficiently, I don't try and fluff up the videos with extra material. I just slap together an intro and ending and call it good. And honestly, writing is a lot more fun this way. And if this is going to be something that I'm going to do long term, I think it needs to be something that I find enjoyable. But I digress. Moving on in the chapter, let's take a look at the second paragraph. Keep your mouth closed, guard your senses, temper your sharpness, simplify your problems, mask your brightness, be at one with the dust of the earth. This is primal union. These lines can serve as kind of a loose framework for achieving the state of primal union. Some of these items have to do with monitoring your output. Keep your mouth closed, mask your brightness. Don't try to be the center of attention. Just play whatever part you're called to play in things. Be content with observing events as they unfold and only act when it is time for you to act. There is also advice here for monitoring our input. Guard your senses. Don't get caught up in unnecessary distractions. There are many good things to learn and observe, but there is also a lot in the world that is just noise. Cut out the noise as much as you can. Live in the world, but choose your influences carefully. Take time to be quiet and be alone with yourself. Ponder and meditate often. Eliminate excess distractions so that you can easily hear and respond to intuition. Use meditation to cut out the excess noise in your own thoughts. The last section describes the benefits and attributes of the state of primal union. One who has achieved primal union does not live for the approval of others. They don't hold on to things. They accept that quote-unquote bad things and quote-unquote good things will both happen to them, and they don't try to prevent one or hold on to the other. They follow their intuitions and keep a loose grip on their plans and goals, always ready to let go of them if need be, because they trust that the universe ultimately has a better plan for their lives than they could ever make for themselves. This is the goal of Taoism. This is the state for which we all aim. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join the Discord if you'd like to find a community of people that all have these kinds of things on the brain. I'll see you all tomorrow for chapter 57. Peace and blessings.